Fastback fam, what it did, what it does, what it's doing, man. Yesterday was interesting. I'm actually excited that 2K actually listened to us. First and foremost, opening up with this positive note, man. The lighting, the graphics, the way everything looks, I love it. And I know trailers are supposed to sell the game first and foremost, but bro, you just cannot deny the lighting and the way it looks. It's beautiful, bro. And I'm hoping 2K26 itself looks like this everywhere, not just in the arenas, because you know some arenas have different lightings, and you know the game looks better in an arena setting. Now if we go to the park and it starts to not really show as well, we don't know, man. Like, do we have any indoor courts? But we're not here to speculate, we're here to talk about gameplay mechanics. So point number one, enhanced rhythm shooting. I was kind of confused on this yesterday, and I'm still confused about it now. So if you guys want to help clear some things up with me in the comment sections, I'm open to talking to y'all about it. But the quote, I'm just going to quote this. From the start, you'll see and feel the difference between early, late, slow, and fast releases. If you flick up early and rush your shot, you can do quick releases. If you flick up late and slowly, you'll see the effect with the delayed pushing motion and a lazier release. So do they mean naturally me? Like say if I put on some nasty uppers, like what if I put on some uppers like Baluba and Julian Champagny for my tall guards out there? So y'all know I main tall guard this year. So if I put on Baluba and Julian Champagny for my uppers on the jumper, does that mean I'm going to always have a fast release? Like, how much control do I have over this jumper? You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, they also say right here, pretty much, if you rush your shot, you can do quick releases, which pretty much alludes to a benefit, right? But then it says right after that, if you flick up late and slowly, you'll see the effect with a delayed pushing motion and lazier release. So does that mean overall slow tempo means just bad, like bad all around, no benefit? Because fast has a benefit. So that's kind of weird. Green or miss shot timing has returned. Mike Wang has said, Mike Wong has also stated that RNG is not in this game. I have the tweet right here, and pretty much I'm hoping it's true, but sometimes mistakes are made. I don't know why the game is just like that, but every time 2K comes out, it's always something where it's like, oh wait, that wasn't supposed to happen, we're going to patch that for you guys, you know. But like I said, I really want to go into this with high hopes. I don't want to get too overexcited and have my expectations be, you know, undermined. But one thing I really do enjoy is the sound of that, because green or miss, 2K25 made me miss it. I'll just say that. And having a lot of open shots and not being able to deliver after getting open, that was really annoying in 25, man. So I'm glad that's a return. Next, we have the signature go-to post shots that he talked about, and I'm not really excited about that because mainly we don't have what for my bigs out there. Y'all gonna feel me when I say this, bro. Why don't we have any Hakeem post animations? It's been a minute. Like, why don't we have any Hakeem post animations? Like, he's one of the more iconic post scorers in the game, but you know, we add stuff like De'Aaron Fox and Anthony Edwards, and it's like they don't even mainly score in a post, but we have that before we got Hakeem. So I'm not really excited about that, man. 2K, let's get some Hakeem post animations, please and thank you. But I'm not really too big on it. It's just something I noticed that I wanted to point out. Next, fire custom layups, bro. Like I said, I played tall guard this year, so imagine things like Kobe's Euro or maybe like default swings Euro with things like Devin Booker floaters, Shai Gilgeous scoops. Like, can you guys imagine how bad it's gonna be if people find the right combination? Like, scoring in this game looks like it's going, well, it sounds like, I can't say it looks like because we don't have actual games in our hands yet, but it sounds like it's going to be more of a skill gap the way they're putting it. So I like the fact that we're going to be able to express ourselves more uniquely on the court with the different layup packages. Now they're saying body ups and collisions are going to be more natural. They're going to be more natural, and they're not going to be as scripted anymore, because they did come out and say that it was scripted And one thing I do want to talk about too that I want to get straight to, bro, the quick protect dribble feature, man. If you correctly predict when they're going to reach, you get the quick protect animation and you're automatically trumping the defense. Oh my goodness. Like, bro, do you know how many times I dealt with people who just mindlessly press square just because they're afraid of me ISOing them this year? And majority of the time I still get by them and do my job and make the play. But there's been these rarities where they would reach at the most inopportune time and still somehow get a steal, when it's like, bro, he was facing the wrong way and he just got a body block steal. You like, you know what I'm talking about, bro. So I really appreciate the fact that they added a feature for that. It just helps us to cook a little bit more, because y'all know I love dribbling, I love getting in the lab and combos. So the first thing I want to do when 2K26 drops, I'm going to be a Learn 2K heavy, practicing all types of Togor animations and getting to it, so I can just come out here and do what I did last year, bro. Yeah, they say it's going to be more improved interior defense in the paint for big, so that's cool too. More logical things happening with the physicality in the paint, because I ain't gonna lie, playing rec this year, a lot of layups that said open shouldn't have been open. We just gonna leave it at that. And I see a lot of y'all panicking with the new rebound time and feedback feature. And I want y'all to know, if you play 2K and you really actually love the game, and you actually pay a lot of attention when you're playing the game, you already know that rebound already had timing. So what they're doing is just showing you how to time your rebounds better, instead of just having you clueless. Because I remember hearing people complain, talk about, oh, if this is in the game, why isn't it in 2KU? Why isn't it in Learn 2K? Why is it a hidden feature that we have to learn mysteriously? So I would say just be happy that they're actually visually helping you to get better at the game. But I promise you, it's not nothing crazy. Don't trip. It's gonna feel the same as 25. I promise y'all, man. So yeah. Next thing to talk about is the no dip catch and shoots, man. And I know my people who are really into spot up game they're going to love this, bro. It's going to be super beneficial to all my spot ups out there, because no dip catch and shoots is literally as it states, bro. Any type of space that your ball handler creates for you with the help defense, you're going to be able to punish them. They're going to have to hug you wherever you are on the court now, and your point guard is going to have so much more freedom to do whatever he can to help the team win, man. So no dip catch and shoots, just keep it short and sweet, man. That's going to be crucial. I think that's going to be a huge W. Now, one thing that also scares me, revamped signature size ups. Now, they talking about back and forth repeatedly, or up repeatedly will give you size ups. Now, does that mean we don't have full control over size ups anymore with left, right, up, and down with the basic size ups? And also, does that mean that regular breakdowns and aggressive breakdowns are still going to be in the game? Like, I want to see what this revamp size up thing means. Now, if it just adds animations to size ups, cool, W. But I don't know, man. We're gonna have to get our hands in the game to see what's going on with that, because I really don't want control. I don't want to lose control when I'm dribbling, bro. If the only way to size up now is left, right, or up repeatedly, man, I'd rather just have full control like how 25 was with up, down, left, and right, man. I'm serious. I don't want that. But hopefully, if it's just new controls added on top of what we already have, I'm fine. I'm cool. But yeah, next up is slow motion Euro steps, and this is pretty much implemented into the game to beat those impatient defenders who pretty much jump as soon as they're beat. So yeah, maybe it could be a foul bait too. Maybe it can be used to do a lot of things, as far as like maybe bail out to a lob pass to beat help defense. You know, it's a lot. But slow motion Euro steps, I think it's a W. That's a very crucial thing to add to a slasher's bag, because there's a lot of people who get bailed out just for jumping early, very early and off time. Next up is wrap passes, and this was to help avoid people passing off of the back of a defender's head or just the back of a defender's body, man. Like, it's a lot of passes that I had in the rec where I was making the right read on the fast break, but because of the pass animation I got, it ended up in a turnover, even though I made the right read. Now, they say alley-oops require more skill, and it won't just be square anymore when you catch alley-oops. You are going to have to react properly to the button shown on your screen. And I think that helps too, man, because a lot of people used to just hold down square when they ran for alley-oops, and I don't think that was really a skill gap. You're just holding square. You're not even timing it. You're not pretty much, you're abusing the mechanic in the wrong way. They had timing on alley-oops implemented in the game for you to actually use that mechanic, not just skip over it and hold square and get that. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, next up, they say there is a skill gap to setting screens. You can now adjust the angle of the screen you're setting. Now, this could be cheesy, or this can be actually really, really high risk, high reward. Now, I'm hoping for them to execute this properly, but my mind instantly goes to cheesing with certain animations. So if a big sets a screen a certain way and then moves as something's happening, or if he does a emote or whatever the case may be as something happening, you're going to lose control over your player, and you're going to be stuck in an animation to buy more time for that guard he set a screen for. So hopefully there is a true skill gap to setting screens. I hope this isn't some abusable, broken mechanic. I'm hoping that they really polished it and worked on it with the angle setting to really reward people who actually set solid screens and not just, you know, cheese the game. The AI and coaching, they're saying drive and kick intelligence, help defense intelligence, and freelance in the rec, they're going to be more helpful. AIs are going to be more helpful to us in the rec. They're going to be able to read plays, and they're actually going to use their brain when they're deciding what to help off of now in the rec and starting 5 and any of the games where you play with AI. So also they're going to have improved double teams, and they're going to pretty much adjust to what they're losing to. So when it comes to screens, if they're going to have a shooter their guard and they're going to opt to go over the screen, if they're going under the slasher, they're going to opt to go under the screen. So it's things like that. So that's pretty much that. And that's all the points that they had on the courtside report, man. But like I said, I'm most excited for the dribbling and the shooting mechanics to be experimented with as soon as the game comes out, man. You know, I'm gonna have early access. Like I said, I'm gonna be in Learn 2K, practicing a whole lot before I get out there and get content for y'all, man. But I'm gonna definitely lock in this year, and I'm going to be one of the people that's going to be teaching you dribble moves and mechanics and shot creation tutorials on the game, man. So I aim to help the community a whole lot. I won't just be this build. I might occasionally do that, but for the most part, I want you guys to come to me for tutorials and animations and combos that you can pretty much break down your opponent with, man. And eventually we'll get to the post. But yeah, man, that is pretty much my thoughts and how I feel about every point with the new engines and new mechanics they have implemented into the game, man. So like I said, we don't have the game in our hands right now, but all we can do is speculate. But I'm actually thinking this is a W so far. Let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if you disagree with me, man. But hey, I give it a W, man. I ain't gonna lie. Without further ado, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Leave a like if y'all want to see more 2K26 content. Subscribe if y'all new. Without further ado, man, Fast Break Deuce out.